Hello students, welcome back to data structure tutorial. Now we are moving towards chapter number 3, that is stack and queue. So let's learn what do you mean by stack, what do you mean by queue, and what operations you can perform on it. So first we start with stack. So already in the classification we know that stack is a linear data structure. So linear data structure, that means elements are added and removed in particular order. So particular order means one after another. Now meaning of linear data structure. Linear means one after another. So stack follows first in last out principle. What it means? The element which inserted first will be removed last. So that is the principle of working of stack. Insertion and deletion permitted only at one end of the list. Means from only one side we can insert element also. From one side we can remove element also. So let's look up at some example of stack. Now we are having stack of books. Okay, one over another. So the book we kept first will be removed at the last. You can also see the example of stack of chairs. The chair which is at the bottom, which is coming first, will be removed last. So you can understand the example of stacks. Now in terms of programming, it is represented in memory with the help of array, with the help of one-dimensional array. So whenever new element added in the stack, at appropriate location, it is added in the one-dimensional array. That means we can implement stack in C programming with the help of one-dimensional array concept. So basically two operations are performed on stack. One you can say push. Push means adding or inserting new element in stack is called as a push operation. So whenever you add new element into the stack, push operation get executed. And the most important part is that new element always added at the top position of the stack. So at the top position, new element always get added, and from the top position, element always removed. Now what is the constraint limitation in push operation? If the stack size is full, then new element cannot be added. So let's say there is a capacity of 10 students, and if all 10 students are present, so no new student can enroll into the class. So we can say we cannot have push operation, right? So this is the example of stack, okay, having capacity 5 elements. So initially there is a one pointer top, and this top represent the latest element or current element of the stack. So when you push 5 get added, then 8, then -7, 6 and 9. So in this way push operation get executed. Now next operation is pop operation. So what do you mean by pop operation? Removing existing element from stack is called as pop operation. So whenever you have to remove any one element from the stack one at a time, then that operation called as a pop operation. And this element always remove from where? From top position of the stack. Now what is the limitation or constraint in pop operation? If stack size is empty, then element cannot be removed. So let's say there is a class with 0 students and you are saying that please remove one student. Is it possible? Absolutely no. So if stack is empty, if stack doesn't contain any elements, if stack size is 0 and you are saying pop operation, so it will not get executed. So this is the example. There is a one stack with 4 elements, 5, 8, 11, 15, right? So top is pointing to 15. When I say pop, 15 get removed from the stack. Now new stack will be 5, 8, 11 and top is pointing to 11. Again I say pop, no need to say which element you have to pop, because the element where the top is pointing always get removed. So stack will be 5 and 8. When you say push operation, you have to specify the element, which element you have to push. But when you say pop operation, you do not need to say which element need to be removed. So other than push and pop operation, there are some other operations also you can perform on stack, like stack, so it will create an empty stack. Push, new item get added. Pop, removes the item. Pick, so pick, it returns the top item from the stack, but it does not remove. Okay, so pick operation always give the element which is pointed by top pointer. Is empty, so if the stack is empty, then it will return true. If stack is not empty, then it will return false. Is full, if stack size is 5 and all the 5 elements are present, so it is stack full condition, so it will say true, otherwise it will say false. And size, so how many number of items in a stack, so it will return an integer value, that is the size. Now capacity means how much element can be there, and size means actual number of elements present in the stack. Okay, so there are two conditions. One is nothing but stack overflow and second is stack underflow. So when you write C program, then you have to keep in mind these two conditions. So one is stack overflow and second one is stack underflow. So stack overflow means what? When the stack is full and user still try to push an element in it, the condition is called as a stack full. It means you have a stack with capacity 10 elements and 10 elements are already present in stack and you are performing push operation, then stack overflow condition get occurred. And stack underflow means when the stack is empty and user try to pop element from the stack, the condition is called as a stack underflow or stack empty. So there is no element present in stack and still you are saying pop the element from the stack, then this condition get executed. So this is the thing, stack underflow, no element, you are saying pop, so it will execute this. Stack overflow, stack is full and you are saying push the element, so overflow occurs. Now this is the algorithm for push operation in C programming. So first you have to check stack is full or not. If it is full, then display the error. If it is not full, then increase the position of top by 1 and at top position insert the data. Same case for pop operation. If the stack is empty, then say some error. If stack is not empty, then find out the element which is present at top position of the stack and simply decrement the top pointer by 1. Okay, so you can say that that element removed from stack. Now there are three types of expression because we have to see where stacks are used. So it is used in expression conversion and expression evaluation. So three types of expression are there, that is infix, prefix and postfix. So infix means operator comes in between operands. Means the expression always starts with operand and always ends with operand. Prefix means expression starts with operator, okay, and ends with operand. And postfix means expression starts with operand and ends with operator. So you can convert infix to prefix, infix to postfix, or you can evaluate prefix expression, postfix expression by using stack. Now whenever the expression is there, so in that brackets having highest priority followed by raise to or exponent operator followed by multiplication division and at the end plus minus. So you must remember the precedence and associativity of any expression having some operators. So in the separate video we will talking about how to evaluate a postfix expression, how to evaluate a prefix expression, how to convert infix to postfix and how to convert infix to postfix and prefix expression. Okay, so by this video you can get the idea about what do you mean by stack, which are the operations you can perform on stack, and stack operation conditions, and what are the application of stack. Okay, in the next lecture we will talk about queue.